In this video, we're going to solve an example problems that has to do with the uniform distributions. So the information for this problem is that you're given a uniform distributions. So that is U, and you have the lower limit and the high limit, right? So the lower limit, which is A, is 200, and the high limit, which is B, which is 240. In the first questions, you want to find the distribution function f of x of this distribution, right? So this is another what is called the density functions. So f of x is has the following formula: is either the functions 1 divided by b minus a, right? So 240 minus 200. So that gives you 1 divided by 40. So this function values is applied to the value of x when x is between 200 and 240. If less than equal to x, less than equal to 240. And for those points that don't satisfy these conditions, right? If x don't satisfy this condition, is out of this interval, then the function f of x has value 0. And that's part A. In part B, you want to find the mean and the standard deviations of these distributions. So the formula is mu, which is the mean, is the average of the two limits, right? So it's a plus b divided by 2. So it's 200 plus 240 divided by 2, right? So that should give you value of 220. In terms of the standard deviation, you need to find the variance first, right? So sigma square is going to be b minus a. So you take the high limit minus the low limit, right? 240 minus 200 squared and divide by 12. So that gives you 40 squared divided by 12. So that's 1600 divided by 12. So the value there should be 1600 divided by 12. Right. So that's 1600 divided by 12. So the standard deviations, right? The standard deviations S should be the square root of 1600 divided by 12, and that should give you 11.5. That's the standard deviations. For part C, you want to find the probability, right, that x is more than 230. So it could be any value here, but in this case it's 230. So this to find this probability, if you use a formula, you take 230, you take the high limit, which is 240, this one, minus the value that you're looking at, 230, and then that divided by b minus a, which is 240 minus 200. So this is 10 divided 40, or 0.25. So this probably is around 25%. And for part D, you want to find the probability that 205 is less than equal to x, less than equal to 220. Right? So we have, instead of one end, you have two end here, so 205 and 220. And this formula is given by, you take the difference between the two limits, right? So 220 minus 205, then divide by the high limit minus the low limit for the uniform distributions. So that's 240 minus 200. That's give you 15 divided by 40. So that's about 0.375. And finally, let's find the probability that x is less than or equal to 225. So for this one, you take this value here, 225, minus the low limit, which is 200, and divide by b minus a, which is 240 minus 200. So this is 25 divided by 40, and that should give you the probability of 0.625.